sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here's Albuquerque now. Here's Black. Pass to Klingon. They set a pick. Clock at 6. Here's Brewer. This one for 3. Cleared away by Hollins.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Wright. Here's Klingon. And a nice finish on the layup.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Koulibaly drives in. There's the block.
And, you know, this is really what Brewer does quite well, extending out nicely and swatting away shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
And here's Albuquerque now. They set the screen. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Right, drives it.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Good on both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Black. Pass to Klingon.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Outside Irving. Back to Wright. Down low. And Irving gets it to go.
Those huge hands combined with that elite athleticism, Irving does the most damage inside the painted area because of it.
Now here's Koulibaly. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Klingon. He got a piece of it.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Klingon. They just learned that the hard way.
Here's Koulibaly. Rebound by Honolulu. Tipped. Pass to Klingon. Irving fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Irving's got 5 points. Koulibaly with it. Koulibaly defending. Here's Brewer. Will it go? Knocks down the long J.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Irving. He's got 5. Right outside. Here he goes. Pass to Hollins. There's the triple. And Honolulu another 3.
Boy, Wright really understands when he needs to look to pass the ball. An outstanding all-around player.
Here's Black. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now here's Irving. Out to the wing. Pass to right. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Klingon. No points so far. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hollins. To the paint. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Black. Here's Hollins. Fires for three. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Tie game, and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Honolulu, what do you guys think?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Back to Winslow. Pass to Mobo. Irving with it. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Showing some power.
Hey, folks, sit back and enjoy the show. The doctor is an amazing in-game dunker.
Here's Wright. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Pass to Brewer. The 3-ball. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
And, you know, Brewer works on these shots all the time. As soon as the ball hits his hand, he's ready to shoot it.
Right side, Winslow. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's Dunn. There's the drive. Pass to Brewer. From behind the arc. Rebound by Honolulu. Here's Mobo. And here's the fast break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Yeah, just a great find by Klingon. As he plays more and more, the game will slow down for him.
To the right side. Here's the 3. Brewer can't hit.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Albuquerque making a switch here. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Honolulu.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Pass to Mobo. And there's the rejection. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. It's rebounded by Ja.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Pass to Wright. Here's Yabusele. They set the pick. The three is up. Tries again. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Outside Winslow. Over to the left wing. Pass to Mobo. Here's Brewer. Defended by Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is good by Brewer.
And Brewer is so long. I mean, a capable scorer inside. He rises up quickly to get his shot off.
He takes it in. Out to the right wing. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Yabusele. The rebound by Shepard. Oh, deflected. Here's Dunn. And that one is hammered home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
On offense, here's Albuquerque. They trail by 1. Here's Wright. Dunn outside. Back to Wright. Takes the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wright's got 5 points in the quarter. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Timeout called. Honolulu. Here's Brewer. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Albuquerque out in front, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Now here's Coulibaly. Yet to see a basket. Takes it inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Honolulu shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Oh, it's stolen.
Albuquerque foul. Anthony Brown. 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Wright. There's the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ellison. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
On offense, here's Albuquerque. Here's Yabusele, right wing. Koulibaly up top. The three. Ellison grabs the board. In transition, here they come. Timeout called, Honolulu.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Koulibaly, offline with a three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Honolulu shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Now right. 90 seconds into the second half now. Has to Klingon. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Hollins. Some solid defense from Koulibaly. Here's Klingon. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Brewer. He's guarded by Irving. Dumps it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
To the inside, Hollins. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Albuquerque making a switch here.
Substitution for Albuquerque.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And he drives in. Here's Brewer. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Irving. Inside. Here's Hollins. It's tipped. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul. Timeout called, Honolulu. Here's Klingon. No points yet. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
To the middle. Here's Klingon. And that one is stuffed right through.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Klingon, it must be easy to jam it.
Pass to Hollins. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hollins has got 9.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Klingon. Here's Hollins. And he throws throws it down with one hand.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Counted from distance. He's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Hollins. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brewer. Launches it. And Honolulu another 3.
And Brewer has no shame or shyness when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. And he gets the shot off quickly from there, too.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Klingon.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And we've reached... And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Black. Pass to Job. Here's Black. Nice move. Jams it in off a great move. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Irving up top. Here's Mobo. Ball stolen. And they're on the run. Moving it up. Here's Top. And it's blocked by Irving. Here's Mobo. Pass to Koulibaly. Timeout called. Honolulu. So both teams making some changes here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Honolulu's head coach was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Personal foul. First team foul.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Into the lane. Shots good by Black. Black's got 4 points this quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Irving powers it home.
He is on some kind of roll. Julius Irving making it pop.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this 4th quarter. There's a screen. To the inside. Job. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Timeout called. Honolulu. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Hollins. Here's Brewer. Inside. Here's Klingon to the left wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call. On offense, here's Albuquerque. They lead by 1. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Black. With the teardrop. Here's Hollins. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Klingon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
What an important hoop for Klingon.
Here's Black. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
To the paint. Here's Brewer. Right outside. Over to the wing. And there's a pick. Here's Brewer. Knocks it down from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Black. Pass to Klingon. Here's Black. Pounded by Wright.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Brewer. Back to Wright. Pass to Brewer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Klingon. Yes! They get the go-ahead bucket. Klingon's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they trust him already in his first year, and Klingon didn't disappoint.
Here's Yabusele. Big finish! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes. You can always trust Dr. J to deliver for you in the high-stakes moments. He's always ready to step up.
26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Hollins. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
Irving with it.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
Timeout called, Honolulu. Irving, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
Albuquerque calls timeout. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Substitution for Honolulu.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. No good from three-point range. And so it's Honolulu with the W. What a performance. Here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Here we go. Honolulu with the ball. Now here's Wright. Outside for Irving. Pass to Hollins. Shot clock at 6. Oh, wow! Oh,
Watch out below.
big finish. Oh, powered down with both hands.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Honolulu. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle could be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Yeah, Wright does a nice job sizing up the defense and cashing in. Very comfortable in the pick and roll.
Pass to Clingan. All alone. Good on the shot.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Wright. Now here's Irving. The 3. And it's Wright missing.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Brewer. Here's the pick.
Nasty right there.
Down
Oh,
it
my
goes.
goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
Oh, some serious power to finish that one off. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Man, I love the confidence Brewer has. An aggressive scorer and really a terrific teammate.
Pass to Clingan. Back to Wright. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Hollins' shot is off. On offense, here's Honolulu. They trail by 1. Here's Coulibaly. Off target from three-point range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
They set the pick. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Irving. Uses the glass on the layup.
Those huge hands combined with that elite athleticism, Irving does the most damage inside the painted area because of it.
Black. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Sometimes when you've got that much room, you can't resist doing something special.
Substitution for Honolulu. Number 20, Justice Winslow.
Albuquerque leading by 3. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter. Here's Brewer into the lane. Puts the move on. Here's Black. That shot off the mark. Winslow with the defensive effort. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Koulibaly. Cleared away by Hollins.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Brewer can't hit.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board. And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
Yabusele. Rebound by Honolulu. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. On the attack, Winslow. And he dunks it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Hollins. Pass to Irving. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Nice move. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Here's Black. Yabusele. That three's off the mark. Outside Irving. It'll count. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Honolulu on top, up one. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Honolulu.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's Yabusele. Still no points. Job misses. Irving with it. Picked up by Koulibaly. Here's Brewer. Fires in the triple.
And Brewer has no shame or shyness when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. And he gets the shot off quickly from there, too.
Here's Yabusele. The three is up. And Klingon pulls it down. Honolulu leading by 4. Here's Brewer. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And he hammers in the reverse slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
On defense, the visiting team. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Pass to Irving. Here's Ellison. Oh, he tries a 3. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. Right with the ball. There's a screen. Takes it inside. Here's Jop. No points so far. 6 to shoot. Outside Koulibaly. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
Here's Coulibaly. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Maybe a little overconfidence, trying to go big instead of taking the sure thing.
Pass to Ellison. Knocks down the long J. Now it's a 5-point Honolulu lead. The steal. Right side, Irving. Here's Mobo. Back to Irving. The shake. Misses at the rim. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Yabusele. Rebound by Honolulu. Irving with it. There's the block. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution for Honolulu. Number 26, Ben Shepherd.
A minute 22 left in the first half of basketball.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Here's Yabusele. To end the run. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Pass to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brewer. This one for 3. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. In transition, here they come for the finish.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Timeout called, Honolulu. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Honolulu leading by 3. To the paint. It's stolen by Dunn. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Yeah, just a great find by Clingan. As he plays more and more, the game will slow down for him.
Right outside. "15 seconds left in the first half. Here's Mobo. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. For the lead, hits a three-pointer. Black's got 9. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Right, attacking. And he jams it home with authority.
Boy, a nice drive that time from Wright. The defense didn't have a chance to counter.
Here's Black. To the wing, right side. Pass to Brewer. Nice move. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Wright. Defended by Dunn. They set the screen. Wright attacking. Here's Mobo. Outside Coulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. And the jumper falls for him. Coulibaly's got his first points in this one.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Dunn outside. pass to Black. Back to Dunn. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball.
Out of bounds. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
For Honolulu, number 26, Ben Shepherd.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Shepherd. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Driving in for three, Klingon. On target from range. He has 7. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Hollins. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that's a foul. Called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Wright. And that's a foul. Called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Winslow. Here he goes. Pass to Shepherd. Right with a steal. Inside. Here's Top. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Nice floor awareness that time from Wright. Spots the gap and then finds the open man.
Here's Hollins. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Timeout called. Honolulu. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Mobo. Shakes him. Jams it in off a great move. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Right outside. The three is up. Here's Hollins. Here's Jop. Clock at 6. Here's Koulibaly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Koulibaly's got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Mobo. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Outside Koulibaly. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Timeout called. Honolulu. team's deciding to change it up.
Timeout.
Timeout called, Honolulu.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Koulibaly. He drops it from range. Koulibaly's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Here's Brewer. Rebound by Honolulu.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Klingen.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Klingen. And here's Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. Right outside. Fires high post. It's hauled in by Black. Here's Hollins. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Wright. Pass to Hollins. Here's the three. No good. Over to the left wing. Here's Brewer. Cleared away by Hollins. Here's Klingen. Here's Brewer. Got a hand on it.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingen.
Number 32, Julius Erving.
Honolulu with the ball. 2-point game.
Albuquerque foul. Corey Brewer. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound. And Erving powers it home.
The doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique, Julius Erving.
Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And Erving powers it home.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
No luck on that one. And so it's Erving who brings up the ball for Honolulu. They lead by 4. Pass to Klingen. It's picked off by himself. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
Erving with it. Back to Wright. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Yabusele. Pounded by Wright. For 3, Klingen. And Honolulu another. Look at how the hustle game has been going for Honolulu.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Albuquerque making a switch here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Honolulu's head coach was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Back to Wright. 5 to shoot. The 15-footer. And off the glass. That one's good. And now a 10-point Honolulu lead.
To me, that's just good basketball. I don't care what the analytics say. There's still value in the mid-range game, and Wright showed you right there.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Tipped. Here's Black. Pass to Hollins. Here's Yabusele.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Hollins. Will it go? And again, it's Albuquerque missing. Now Irving. Oh, deflected. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. Down low. Klingon. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Back to Irving. And the finish by Irving.
Hey, folks, sit back and enjoy the show. The doctor is an amazing in-game dunker.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Honolulu leading by 14. Here's Wright. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Irving for three. Cleared away by Hollins.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
For three, Klingon. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. Honolulu with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Releases. And the shot falls short that time. To the inside. Oh, nice. Oh, big finish. Man. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, outstanding awareness that time from Irving. A dime to the open man for the bucket.
And it's Coulibaly missing. On offense, here's Honolulu. They're on a 20-4 run. Brewer. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
For three, Klingon. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. Yabusele. No good. And so it's Honolulu with the W. This one wasn't even... on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
Go.
And here's Albuquerque now. Here's Black. Pass to Hollins, who poked away. Outside Irving. Now Wembanyama. Back to Irving. There's the triple. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Here's Klingon. Pass to Brewer. The three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Irving. And he drives in. And Irving powers it home.
The doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique, Julius Irving.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Brewer. Pass to Klingon. Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Daniels misses. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Klingon. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, be careful. Klingon kid bring down the house.
Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
You know, you don't like to foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Black. Pass to Hollins. And there's the screen. Launches it. It's rebounded by Banchero. In transition, here they come. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman, Wembanyama, is especially hard to stop in transition. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Daniels misses. On offense, here's Albuquerque. 4-point game. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
3 points.
And Brewer has no shame or shyness when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. And he gets the shot off quickly from there, too.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
There's a minute 59 left in the first. Here's Daniels.
Albuquerque.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third. There's a minute 54 left in the first. Here's Black. Pass to Klingon. Misses the three. Now Wembanyama. Now Banchero. Back to Wembanyama. Goes back up. The kick out to Banchero. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A nice shot by Klingon.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Pass to Coulibaly. Inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan for Albuquerque. Pass to Jop. All sorts of time. Mobo with the rebound. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They set the pick. And here's Wright from the arc. They grab their own miss.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Here's Yabusele. The three is up. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh,
Wow. I agree. I mean, and to have the composed...
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
you can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pass to Jop. Clock at 6. Outside Coulibaly. Puts up a 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's Albuquerque now. They trail by 3. Here's Yabusele. And he slams it in one-handed.
That is room service delivery from right there. What a sweet dime to create a high percentage shot.
Right with the bucket.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Wright. Pass to Jop. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Defensive foul. Nice floor awareness that time from Wright. Spots the gap and then finds the open man.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Here's Wright. Here's Yabusele. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 7.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Wright from the arc. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. And here's Wright. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Yabusele. Off the mark there with a 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Chop. Here's the three. He buries it from three. Chop's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here's Chop. Buries it down low.
Willing passes, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Right outside. Takes the three. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The kick out to Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in first half.
Outside Wembanyama. Off target with the three.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Wright. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Substitution on the court.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Klingon. Here's Brewer. He's guarded by Irving. From downtown.
Home team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Alabama.
And one look at Donovan Klingon, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
1:03 left in the second quarter. Now here's Irving. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
To the right side. Here's Klingon. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in. Klingon's got 14 points for the game.
And I know Coach is loving this. The big rookie Klingon attacking on offense and showing no mercy.
Coulibaly with it. Driving inside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Not many guys are going to want to get in Klingon's way on that drive. I mean, just a terrific flush right there.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama. 1 second left. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Albuquerque out in front, leading by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
Blocking foul called on Corey Brewer. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Irving. To the paint. And Irving powers it home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's the break. The 3-ball. Can't hit that one. The 3 from Bankero. They get it back. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Outside Koulibaly. The 3. Drops in the 3. Koulibaly's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Daniels. He's got 9. And Bilal Koulibaly picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Sends it home from three-point land. Daniels has got 12.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Pass to Brewer. And he commits the intentional foul.
Julius Irving. First personal foul. First team foul.
Take it away.
He was all over that play. We call that scouting report defense. Knew exactly where they were going with the ball and then swiped it.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Koulibaly. That 3's off the mark. To the middle. Pass to Brewer.
Man, I like the way Brewer attacks the defense. Phenomenal at getting himself to the foul line.
Albuquerque shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
Corey Brewer taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Daniels. Drills it from deep. Daniels has got 8 here in this quarter.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good for beyond the arc.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Bankero. Second personal foul.
Here's Brewer.
Third team
Gets
foul.
the 3 ball to go.
Substitution.
Brewer's got 10.
And, you know, Brewer works on these shots all the time. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he's ready to shoot it.
It's right on the wing. Outside Reddish. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Reddish has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
At the line for your home team. Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Right on the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's De Silva. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Yabusele. There's a screen. Back to Dunn. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And here's Wright from the arc. Can't get it to drop. On offense, here's Albuquerque. It's a three-point game. Pass to Dunn. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Picked it. Got a piece of it.
Home team foul.
Albuquerque shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
4th team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Albuquerque, Gershon Yabusele.
Both good from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Now right. Up and in on the layup. Right's got 5.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
He can't get it to go.
That's the end.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. They lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment.
It's the fourth quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On offense, here's Albuquerque. They trail by 3. And that's an intentional foul. And Chris Finch has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Daniels. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And here's Albuquerque now. Here's Black. Second shot opportunity for 3. Klingon. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Here's Daniels. From behind the arc. Got a piece of it.
Out of bounds.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingon.
Here's Brewer. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Hollins. Knocks it down from distance. Hollins has got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will end the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
And it's Irving missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Hollins. He takes it in. Basket's good.
Ryan Hollins.
Hollins has got 5 points now this quarter. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high score.
right. They set the screen. Pass to Jop. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Jop. Here's Hollins.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Outside Koulibaly. Clock at 2. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Boy, he's got such length at 6'5" in the backcourt. Perhaps surprised the shooter there and came up with the block.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Make some noise, fans.
A minute 20 left to play in the fourth. 5 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
They set a pick to the inside. Irving. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The doctor, Julius Irving, is a smooth operator in the clutch.
Right side, Koulibaly. Knocked away. Going all the way to the rack. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Koulibaly. And the 3 off target. Here's Wright. It's blocked. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill. some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Here we go. And here's Albuquerque now. Here's Hollins. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Daniels. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
For three, Klingon. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, BA. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
On offense, here's Albuquerque. It's a three-point game. Drills it from deep. Hollins has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Irving for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Yabusele. From downtown. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And they're on the break. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. That one's no good.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
Albuquerque shooting their first free throw of the game. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Black. Pass to Klingon. From the arc. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. They've got numbers. The three from Banchero. Nails it from beyond the arc. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
And again, it's Albuquerque missing. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Over to the left wing. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Irving's got 5 now.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Black, no good. There's a minute 54 left in the first. Pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's Yabusele. He buries it from 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Daniels, that one's true.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And here's Albuquerque now. They trail by 3. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Here's Brewer. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Daniels. Outside Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three. He's got 5.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Here's Black. The three-pointer off the mark. Up top, Banchero. 29 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wright.
Substitution on the court.
Puts up a three. Knocks down the long J.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute. With enthusiasm.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. They're up by 8. And if you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Done with a steal. Right outside. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. Wright's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Wright. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, the visiting team. They lead by 7. They set the screen. Let's go with a three. The offensive. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Pass to Jop. Shot clock at 5. Reddish on the wing. And he makes it on the layup. Reddish has got his first basket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Now Wright. He drops it from range.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Now Wright. He's got 5. Pass to Jop. To the left side wing. Here's De Silva. Still without a bucket. And here's Wright from the arc. Bobo with the rebound. Wright with the ball. Picked up by Coulibaly. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Out to the right wing. Here's Jop. Clock at 6. Outside Coulibaly. And here's Wright from the arc. It's rebounded by Jop.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to De Silva. Right outside. Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. Wright's got 8. Right outside. And here's Koulibaly. And there's a pick. Right on the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Over right. Pass to Dunn. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Job. 1:33 left in the first half of this one. Here's De Silva. Driving inside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Tipped away. Right with a steal. Outside Koulibaly. To the inside. Job. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Koulibaly on the wing.
Away team foul. Julius Erving. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Right outside to end the run. And Brewer pulls it down. .46 seconds left in the first half of this game.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And here's Wright from the arc. Drops in the 3. Wright's got 9 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Brewer. And a strong finish. With 2 hands.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And here's Irving. Koulibaly defending. Irving attacking. And the finish by Irving.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
40.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Daniels. Pass to Brewer. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
There's a screen. Here's Brewer. They get it back.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Hits the trifecta.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, who else Wembanyama.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Out to the right wing. Oh, nice shot by Klingon.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Pass to Daniels. Fires from deep. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Van Carroll, right side. Here's Brewer. Off target at the rim.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Black. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Outside Wembanyama. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. He got it. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. Albuquerque shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
At the line for Albuquerque, Anthony Black. One shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Black. The three ball. To the left wing. Here's Brewer. On target from range. Brewer's got 6 points.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Here's Daniels to the paint. No good. Had a chance to win the run there. Poke loose. .151 left to play in the third. Here's Holland. He's got 6. Out to the wing. For the tie. Klingon controls the rebound and the putback.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
Albuquerque calls timeout. Albuquerque making a switch here. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Wright. Wright outside. There's the drive. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Dunn. Right side, Coulibaly. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Coulibaly's got 5. Pass to Jop. To stop the drought. And he takes it up and lays it in.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
3 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Albuquerque lead.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Albuquerque leading by 5. Here's Wright on the take. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Chop. Right wing. To the right side. Wright with a steal. On the break. Here's Dunn. Off with the layup. Outside Reddish. Off the mark there with a 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Wright from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Wright. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Pass to Hollins. Ooh, poked away. Over to the wing. Yabusele. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Hollins. The 3 is up. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Hollins. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Got a hand on it.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingen.
Out left to the wing. There's a screen. Fires for 3. And Brewer pulls it down. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Three-pointer. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Black. Yabusele drains the triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It's so hard trying to throw Banchero off balance. He's superb at finishing through contact.
There's the drive.
Yes! This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Outside Wembanyama. There's the 3. Ooh, Wembanyama just too good.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep three-point land, the long-distance three is buried.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
Here's Daniels. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Yabusele. Here's Brewer. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. Irving looking around from behind the arc. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot's good by Black.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Brewer. For three. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep. So Albuquerque wins it. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.